together for the one and only Mr. Staten Island Chuck. If you want to know the weather, well, there's nobody better. Just give Chuck a call, 'cause he knows it all. He's the weather soothsayer, you know he loves the mayor. Chuck, Staten Island Chuck. He's Chuck, Staten Island Chuck.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ken Mitchell. I'm the Executive Director of the Staten Island Zoo. I'm proud to welcome all of you to the 42nd Annual Groundhog Day announcement here at the Staten Island Zoo. A special thank you to our presenting sponsors, Investors Foundation and Citizens Philanthropic Foundation for their support. Someone has to pay the bills for Chuck, so these gentlemen over here take care of that for us. I'd also like to thank our elected officials, our staff, our special guests, our Board of Trustees, including Bill Frew. And with us today are board members Rich Salinardi and Anne-Marie Cortez. Allow me to introduce Special Advisor to the Borough President, Vito Facella, Ed Burke, and the Zoo's Executive Services Administrator, Tiffany Feo, who will MC this event. Thank you.
Hello. Happy Groundhog Day.
Happy Groundhog Day.
Wow, what a hardy crew to come out early in the morning in this cold weather. Outstanding.
Thank you, Ken. Yes, welcome everyone to Groundhog Day. Staten Island's version of spring is in the air.
That's right. You know, New York City had its first measurable snow just the other day, which we're really happy about because we're not the only flakes on the ground.
Well, one thing is for sure. In the next few minutes, Chuck will predict either an early spring or 6 more weeks of winter.
Yes, only the shadow knows. And Chuck is in his den right now, right? Getting it ready for it to dawn on him that his duty calls pretty soon.
We'd like to recognize Madison Catullo, Miss Richmond County, who's here with us, and also Miss Richmond County's teen, Diana Eilenberg. And let's give a quick shout out to all the students and teachers who are awake this morning watching the event.
Hello, students. And representing our wonderful young people are some students from Susan Wagner High School, right here.
Woo! Yes, the school recently installed a weather station, and the students will be tracking the accuracy of Chuck's prediction over the next 6 weeks. And it's my pleasure to introduce the Zoo's Director of Education, Jessica Hartman, with the students of Susan Wagner High School's AP Environmental class and their teachers.
Thanks so much, Tiffany and Ed. My name's Jess. I'm Director of Education here at the Staten Island Zoo, and I'm here with the absolutely awesome students of Susan Wagner High School's Environmental Science Club, and they are helping us out with a little project, and I'm going to turn it over to them to tell you a little bit about it. Yasmin, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Hi, my name is Yasmin Zayed, and I'm part of Susan E. Wagner with a bunch of Susan E. Wagner kids here. We are part of a loud and proud community that talks about sustainability and a lot of other topics. We are here on February 2nd at the Staten Island Zoo to show our support for Groundhog Chuck, and we've been collaborating for the past few months with the city CUNY professor to work on Wagner's weather vane. Thank you.
That is so awesome. We love that here at the zoo. And now here's Tammy, who's going to tell you a little bit more.
Hi, my name is Tammy Lolu Peters. We're so excited. For the next 6 weeks, we're going to be using our grid, and we're going to be tracking the weather with the thermometer on our weather station. I really hope that Chuck predicts that it's spring, and I hope that he's correct.
I am right there with you. I'm hoping for early spring as well. So we are going to check back in with these awesome students on March 20th, and we will find out if Chuck was accurate in his prediction. I'm going to throw it back over to you, Tiffany and Ed.
That sounds good. Yeah, so as Jessica said, on March 20th, the first day of spring, these students will be back, and they'll let us know if Chuck's prediction was accurate. And he has a good accuracy rating.
Yes, he does. He has an 80% accuracy rate, so he has better average than any other groundhog.
And can we all say a big thank you to the professional meteorologists and weather forecasters of New York City who actually do this? And they're required to have a bit more precision, right? They use AccuRadar, they use satellites, they use all this technology. Chuck, he uses 50-50 odds. So we want to thank our weather forecasters out there for covering this event and for what they do all year round.
Yes, and we look forward to March 20th. We are privileged to be joined by some special guests, beginning with Assemblyman Michael Tanusis and Charles Fall, as well as our State Senator Jessica Scarsella-Spanton.
Okay. They're not here at the moment, so we're going to toss it to our two council members who are here to say a few words. They take the temperature in the city council in their districts all year round, so I'm sure they're going to have a lot to say about the weather. Here's Councilwoman Camilla Hanks and Councilman David Carr. Come on up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Groundhog Day. Come on, let's give it up. Since we're all out here at like 0 dark 30, my name is Camilla Hanks, and I'm the council member of the 49th District, and I'm just happy to be here. This is actually my first groundhog sighting, so I'm really excited, and we're all hoping for an early spring. And with that, I'll give it up to my colleague, Council Member David Carr.
Thank you, Councilmember Hanks. Happy Groundhog Day. Good morning, everybody. It's a privilege to be here. It's my first year doing this as well. And like Camila and like all the children who are watching this morning, I too am hoping for an early spring. I think that we've had enough of winter in 2023, and it's only February 3rd. So I'm really hoping that we have Chuck come out and he does not see his shadow, and hopefully we start moving to spring and summer and a great warm season ahead. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, council members. And I believe we have just been joined by Assemblyman Tanusis. Is that correct? And who would like to say a few words? As well as our State Senator Scarsella-Spanton. Thank you.
Well, Jessica, good thing I'm not the only one that's late, so I'm happy that we're here. Thank you so much for having me here today. I got to tell you, growing up on Staten Island, my Mediterranean blood can't take much of the cold weather. So I think you all know what I'm hoping for today. And I just want to say to the Staten Island Zoo, thank you so much. I remember as a child coming here, visiting the animals, and it's such a great place and one of the treasures of Staten Island. So thank you for everything that you do as well. So with that being said, God bless everyone, and let's hope for an early spring.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Groundhog's Day. I have to say, this is my first Groundhog's Day here as well. I also don't love the cold, so I'm hoping for an early spring. These are my kids. I bet they're hoping for an early spring, too. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to the Staten Island Zoo for keeping this tradition, and let's see what Chuck says. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I want to give a quick shout out to our borough president, Vita Fasella. While Chuck is taking care of his borough, the borough president is taking care of his borough. So we want to say hello and thank you to the borough president.
Our next guest is the sponsor of this event.
Yes. And look, Chuck generates a lot of interest, right? So it's no surprise that our sponsor is a bank. And just like Chuck, they don't like early withdrawals, but we're really glad they're here.
We are so grateful to Investors Foundation and Citizens Philanthropic Foundation for supporting the zoo's education programs. And I am pleased to introduce Brian Gomez, Vice President and Relationship Manager with Citizens Bank, to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Another year, 42 years this has been going on. And we've been part of it for 10 years, and continue supporting the zoo is so instrumental in the Staten Island community. As a little boy, I used to come here as well, school trips, and now to be able to continue to support the zoo has been a blessing, and continue giving back to the community is so important. So again, thank you for having me. It's our pleasure to continue to support such organizations as the zoo, and it's been fantastic experience year in and year out. And you know what? The jokes never get tiring. As many times I've heard that joke, I still appreciate it. I still put a smile on my face, so thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Next, we'd like to invite up to the podium Nuno Dos Santos, the Retail Banking Director in the Tri-State Metro Market of Citizens Philanthropic Foundation.
Thank you, everyone. Great to be here. I'm Nuno Dos Santos, the Retail Banking Director for Tri-State Metro, New York City, and I'm very proud to represent Citizens Philanthropic Foundation. It's also my first Groundhog Day here, and it's a cold one, so maybe that's a sign of the prediction. But I want to thank Executive Director Ken Mitchell for your invitation to speak and for hosting us today. This year, for the first time, Citizens Philanthropic Foundation was able to collaborate with the Investors Foundation to collectively sponsor this great tradition, which brings the city together to focus its attention on an institutional jewel right here in the heart of this borough, the Staten Island Zoo. Historically, Citizens has been deeply committed to supporting customers, colleagues, in the communities where we live and work. We're super excited to be here in New York and New Jersey with our new presence. And I want to wish Chuck a successful prediction. Thank you all for being here, and have a great day. For the money.
Thank you, Nuno. All right.
You know, Staten Island Chuck over the years has had a somewhat rocky relationship with New York City mayors.
In 2009, there was the bite heard around the world.
And in 2014, there was the leap of 1,000 headlines. But Mayor Adams is exercising very good judgment. He is going to be delivering a message to us from the safety of City Hall.
And we are honored to have a videotaped message from His Honor himself. Here is Mayor Eric Adams.
It's a pleasure to celebrate Groundhog Day with the Staten Island Zoo. Staten Island Chuck isn't just a fairy forecaster. He's also a teacher, inspiring thousands of New York City kids to learn more about the real science of weather. Chuck is a great role model for our kids. He gets plenty of sleep and is a strict vegetarian. Like a true New Yorker, he's ready to spring into action to do his duty. So let's hope this morning Chuck brings us good news. If he does not see his shadow, an early spring is on the way. If he does see his shadow, there's 6 more weeks of winter. Chuck, on behalf of 8.5 million New Yorkers, please don't see your shadow. Happy Groundhog Day, everyone.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for that message. You know, Tiffany and I would also like to thank our partners in government, the Department of Parks and Cultural Affairs, for their help here at the zoo all the year long. And we also have the College of Staten Island here that's going to be assisting Susan Wagner with that analysis of the weather forecast. Dr. Menoff is here and Rob Wallace. So thank you to the College of Staten Island for helping out.
Yes, thank you. Our next special guest is a man always ready to spring into action.
Yes, our district attorney. He could dig for facts faster than a groundhog could dig its burrow. And even in weather like this, our district attorney makes sure there's no cold cases. He's truly a man of convictions. Our district attorney, Mike McMahon.
Thank you. Thank you, Ed and Tiffany and Ken Mitchell, our great zoo director, to all your staff, to everyone here, and of course, most importantly, to the children who are with us today. What a great day this is again for Staten Island. As you heard, my name is Michael McMahon, and I'm the Chief Law Enforcement Officer in Staten Island. And this, you'll see a lot of yellow tape around here. This has been a crime scene through the years. So it's very important for me to make sure that we don't have any mayoral assaults. We do not have any homicides. And we're here. We've got our team on the site to make sure that things are going according to the law. Now, you know, it's the I guess 41st year for this event. It's 30 years ago, Ed, that the movie Groundhog Day was released. It just seems like yesterday. And one of the reasons I'm here as well is because Chuck and I are going to launch a good driving campaign here on Staten Island. As we know, there have been a lot of terrible accidents, and driving on Staten Island is really not easy. And, you know, Chuck quite says to me, you know, a groundhog who drifts across the middle of the lane in the road is nothing more than a road hog.
Very good.
And lastly, we know that Chuck is one of the many things that we're proud of here on Staten Island, the zoo, and so many other things, the wonderful people, the diverse community that makes it so strong. And that's, in contrast to that piker from Pennsylvania, Puxentawny Phil, who really doesn't know what he's talking about, and we don't know why people talk about him. Once again, we know that our hero, our champion Chuck, was really almost an Olympian, because we know he's going to go for gold.
Nice. You get a medal for that.
Thank you, everybody. It's an honor to be here. This is my 22nd year, and I'll work on those remarks. Thanks again. Thanks for having me, everybody.
Thank you, District Attorney. And joining us is Assemblyman Charles Fall, who we'd like to invite to say a few words.
Absolutely. Yes. What an appropriate name for such an event, right?
I know. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. And I got to say that there's a lot of pressure, because the last time someone my height was here, the results weren't too good, But on behalf of all the tall people, I got to let you know we don't drop the ball, all right? But I'm just honored to be here, and this is just a special day during the year, because it brings us together, but it also lets us know if spring is coming a little soon. So always happy to be here, support the zoo, and just want to really thank Ken Mitchell for his leadership and all that he's doing here. Thank you.
Can we have the mascot come over for a moment? Just to say hello. This is Chuckles, the zoo mascot. I have a quick question for Chuckles. Who is Chuck rooting for in the Super Bowl? The Chiefs or the Eagles? Does anybody guess? I think the Chiefs. Eagles eat groundhogs. So. And what is Chuck's favorite button on the TV remote when he's watching the Super Bowl? The pause button. High five. Boom. Okay. That was the last pun, ladies and gentlemen, I promise. And now the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yes, Chuck's prediction of an early spring or 6 more weeks of winter.
So can we get all the people who are elected to lean over here? Chuck's going to make his emergence. No.
This way.
Is that the only groundhog you're holding today? That one doesn't bite.
I want to make sure I get your face.
Okay, look at Rebecca.
We're back, guys. Go ahead.
Chuck, wake up. Wake up. Chuck.
Chuck, come on. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on out. Very exciting.
You see Shadow? You see Shadow?
Shadow or no shadow? Come on, buddy.
No shadow.
He's like posing.
No shadow, right?
For the shot.
Ah.
Chuckers.
Shadow.
Hey, Chuckers.
No shadow.
Oh, no, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Right? Do you see
Come on.
shadow?
I don't see a shadow.
Do we have a ruling?
Who makes that call?
Right? Are we good?
You make that
Michael, we're good, right? No shadow.
Who makes the call?
I don't see a shadow.
Look at this, such a great.
Yeah, no shadow.
Come on, Chucky.
Right?
Picture of him.
I know. I'm thinking like, who has a camera? Winter or no winter?
You're gonna send me that one.
Yeah, no shadow.
Wow, Chuck is really
Look.
posing.
Yeah.
Since he came out, what's he thinking? He's
like, I'm ready to pull my
No
name.
He's
shadow.
thinking. Come on, Chuck. Woo. Chuckers. Need an answer. Come on. It's a live feed, Chuck. We need an answer.
Here, hurry up, Jackie.
Who makes the call?
Why? We're up here right on the podium.
What do you
other side of the pedestal, please. Please, the other side of the pedestal, please. The other side of the flag.
We heard spring, Chuck. You excited?
Yeah.
Chuck, I can't hear you. Oh, wait. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony. Chuck is only going to be out for a few more minutes. Thank you so much for supporting the Staten Island Zoo and all work they do with conservation and education.
Yes, and you know, professional weather forecasters work 365 days a year.
Yeah, Chuck is one and done, so he is easy. And just returning mention the film Groundhog Day. Maybe we should watch that. It's a great tradition. It's the only movie that repeats it.
On behalf of Kenneth Mitchell and the entire Staten Island Zoo family, thank you for watching Groundhog Day 2023.
Are these yours? Yeah, thank you, Mark. I didn't.
Oh, he's standing up.
All right, thank you, everyone.
I know. Oh, like.
All right.
Emily, Gary, you want to get in?
All right, wait, we got controversy. Well, with the controversy. We need that. I like it.